are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's Cardinals baseball next on the show. Miles Michaelis gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Ready now, Nick Senzel. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, and you know what, D-Road, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Michaelis has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas, number 33 on the year. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, this guy's got the home run and runs batted in thing figured out for the Triple Crown, but he's not in the top 5 in the batting average, and if he wants to win the Triple Crown, so he's going to have to make up a lot of ground.
Yeah. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Nick Castellanos now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. 0-1, here it comes. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Suarez, base runner at first with 1 out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Edman is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
That is it. The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
In is Joey Votto now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Sonny Gray is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the mound now from Vanderbilt is Sonny Gray. Not a very big guy, but a good 3-pitch mix. Mid to upper 90s fastball, 93 to 95. Big power overhand curveball, and his changeup has gotten better as he's gone along. If he's on early, you'll see lots of swings and misses.
Colton Wong will stand in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
1-1 the count now. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he will smartly swipe that ball away in foul territory, so we likely won't see the bunt again now with 2 strikes. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Into the box, Tommy Edman, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
And he clearly couldn't make up his mind on that one coming in. A swing and a miss. And he got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Ball.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike that it just comes in out of the zone. You can command that with movement. It's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Gray sets. Here's the 1-0, and it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded by Galvis. Throw on Novato will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Second inning coming up in St. Louis, and with a little bit more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the forecast isn't pretty, but it does sound like we're going to get this one in, even if it takes a while. It's coming down at a decent rate as of right now, and it's likely to intensify as the game moves along. The grounds crew is standing by to put that tarp on the field if the umpires call a delay. We'll have to hope that any such halt in the action is short-lived.
Yeah, Heidi, and the least appreciated people in the ballpark, the grounds crew, will have some newfound fans if they can keep the playing surface playable throughout, given the conditions. Here's the first pitch to him. Freddie Galvis is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, no.
Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
No. We're playing 11. 1-1.
sent back up the middle. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting eight, the catcher, Kurt Casale.
Now at the plate, Kurt Casale. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung.
The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball two. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with two strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yadier Molina.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Is not going to get him as he swipes second. Gray ready with the 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. There to take it is Votto, and there's one gone.
Batting seven, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. One out and a runner on second base. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal two strikes on the inside half.
And he fouls this one off.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A little low. It's 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Runner at second here with one man out. Got him.
Batting eight.
Stepping up to the plate, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler.
Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with two away. Gray sets. First pitch on the way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Jankowski retreats to the track and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Cards leave one. They still trail 1-0. So here now is the pitcher, Sonny Gray. 9-1-2 due up.
Pitcher number 54, Sonny Gray.
First offering on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. A ball and a strike. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And with one away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that means Nick Senzel will dig in at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
He'll try again 1-2. This one's flared off to the right side. Here comes the right fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Throw over to first.
He's dead.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch.
One ball,
Swing and a
one
miss,
strike.
1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
2-1.
Ah.
2-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Suarez is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals, and it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and next will be the pitcher, Miles Michaelis.
The pitcher, Miles Michaelis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Jankowski arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton Wall.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at-bat, that was a terrific at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Edman, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Senzel makes the play, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Nicholas Castellanos. And now a pitch on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Now a swing and a miss by Votto, and he'll head back to the dugout as out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Freddie Galvis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes, the count is full.
Pulled toward right center field. O'Neill waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They lead it 1-0. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-0 home. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the belt, the pitch. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 16 homers and 48 driven in. Gray ready with the 0-1.
Ball. No.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
2-1. Here it is. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Jankowski's going back, and this one bounds around against the wall. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Catcher number 4.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Yadi Molina digging in now as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Harrison Bader. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
1-1. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Outside, 2-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One and 0. Here it is.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Here's the 2-2. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We're through 4, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Travis Jankowski. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far, they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And now pitch on the way.
Rio.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Into the box now, Kurt Casale. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, Matty, his wheels got him in trouble a little bit last time. Tried to take advantage, thought the defense was napping a little bit. In retrospect, maybe he should have just shut it down and steal second base.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these two arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Sonny Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The second for 1 on to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a double play, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Home half of the 5th coming up, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Leading off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher, Miles Michaelis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis has it. And that's the first out.
Now back to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Leadoff man retired for the second baseman, Colton Wong. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Moustakas has it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19, Tommy Edman.
Ready for another shot now, Tommy Edman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it. 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Casale gathers, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Digging in and looking for more, Nick Senzel. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Nick Senzel.
First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The 3-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. After it is O'Neill. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A runner at second, nobody out. Swing, and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry, but this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Ranging back is O'Neill. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to shallow center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Reds are on top, 2-1. Robert Stevenson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 55, Robert Stevenson.
Now batting, Paul Goldschmidt. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First offering on its way. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Number 13, Matt.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Matt Carpenter. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. First pitch coming, here it is. And that's in there for strike 1. Stevenson has racked up over 70 innings on the mound, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one, 0-2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The batter, number 11.
And partner will slow this way down and have a look in super slow-mo. And you see him just extend as far as he can to pull this in. That's a fantastic play. So stepping in, Paul DeYoung. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runners on first with 1 down. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Lane 11.
A ball and 2 strikes now. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. And another foul ball. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. 2 out with the man at first. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Joey Votto.
First offering on its way.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Behind 0-2 now. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Alex Reyes is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season.
Reyes.
Into the box now, Freddie Galvis, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Turned on down the line. Taken in by Goldschmidt. There's one on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Travis Jankowski. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. This is on the ground over to first. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that, the inning comes to a close. Reds go down quietly. They lead it 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Matt Bowman gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Now pitching and batting in the seventh spot, number 67, Matt Bowman. Now playing lefty and batting ninth.
Stepping in, Harrison Bader. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the fourth inning. I look for the manager to definitely make a move here for another bat.
Lane Thomas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runners on first with one down. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Never attempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, another foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with
Now
2 outs, it becomes a
second
lot
baseman.
more difficult to
Go
manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Michael Lorenzen takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th
Number
inning.
21, Michael Lorenzen.
Here's Colton Wong now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1 and 2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Count remains 2 and 2. A bouncer up the middle. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Cards leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Ryan Helsley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So striding forward now, Kurt Casale, a hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Kurt Casale.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, no. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. The 2-1 on its way. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, number 4.
Settling in now, number 4. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And the pitch. Line to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
At the plate now, Nick Senzel, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. And again a throw, and a dive, but he's back in there. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. Lifted into center field. O'Neill waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
No ball, 1 strike. Ball.
One and one. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Reds leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Pedro Strop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Leading off the inning, Tommy Edman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So striding in, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. Strop has thrown a little over 50 innings, and in that time he's allowed just barely over a base runner per inning, which of course is very good. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming on the ground to the left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing with a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Standing in now, Matt Carpenter, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, no.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 1 left for the Cardinals. They still trail it here 2-1. John Gant enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in, Eugenio Suarez, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame.
Eugenio Suarez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. Hit hard to third. Oh, look at Carpenter. The throw. It's in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bader will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
At the plate, Joey Votto. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line and right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They still lead it 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Raisel Iglesias comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Cincinnati. Now pitching and batting in the 4th spot, number 26, Raisel Iglesias. Now playing right.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yadier Molina.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
And it's a base hit. And just like that, the potential tying run is aboard here to start the home half of the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now to the plate, Harrison Bader. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Galvis, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Ready for another chance? Tyler O'Neill. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, runner back safely. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Fouled away. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Left fielder looking up to the track, to the wall. And that ball is gone! Santa Maria, game over! So a 2-run shot to left center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
A close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
Three to 2, the finish in tonight's game. The St. Louis Cardinals seal up their 30th win at home on the season. John Gant earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us. Please drive home safely.